Hello and welcome back to Dr. J's Sport and Fitness educational videos for parents and coaches. The last time we had spoken, we talked about information processing, motor learning, as it pertains to how a young athlete learns a skill. Today, we're going to do a condensed version and we're going to look at how feedback affects the choices that children make, again, as they're learning a skill. Now, normally, as we know, we're going to look at your senses to the brain, the perception, negative or positive, the choices, was the skill a success, and what type of feedback was given. Now, I want us to reflect on the last time you can remember doing public speaking or doing a presentation in front of the class. Did any of you notice that you had shortness of breath? Your palms were sweating, your underarms were sweating, your face was sweating? Well, that's primarily due to increased heart rate. Increased heart rate increases anxiety. It's a reciprocal interaction between the mind and the body. Now, let's look at how this affects kids when learning a skill. So let's say the child, first time, doesn't find any perceptual problems, doesn't see there's any harm. They try to do it. It's sent to the moving muscles. And was the skill success? Yes or no? Let's say it was no. Feedback from parents and or coaches. If it's positive, meaning positive reinforcement, and it's useful to use constructive criticism. For example, hey, good job, good try. Now, next time, why don't you try to move your hands this way or bend your knees or whatever it may be? Well, the next time that situation occurs, the perception is going to be positive and the choice making may not be direct. It might be a little bit wavy as they're learning a new skill, and then they try it, and the next time, success, yes or no, feedback, positive, and then you come back through, and it's just a cycle that blocked learning, blocked practice of a skill, that they will eventually be successful at it. Okay, that means positive, decrease heart rate, decrease anxiety, and less confusion when making a choice. All right. Now let's look at the other side. Again, the child not sure what's going on, doesn't see it as harmful, little hesitant in decision making, but they go ahead and try it. Were they successful? Probably not. Feedback, negative. Whether it's verbal, like we had talked about in the last video. Come on, keep your eye on the ball. What are you doing? Let's go. Try harder, whatever it may be. Or just simply shaking of the head, hands up in the air. Well, the next time this occurs, this situation, or trying to attempt that skill, they're going to be perceived as negative. And if it's negative, this process of choice making is going to be a little bit more bumpy. So maybe say, they try it again. Are they successful? No. Feedback, negative. Perception, negative. Heart rate has gone up. Anxiety levels have come up. Confusion. And now it takes a lot longer for them to make a choice. So eventually, they're going to either avoid or they're just simply going to quit. Because negative feedback increases heart rate and increases anxiety. So this is to show you how positive feedback keeps the young athlete's heart rate down, keeps their anxiety levels down, and lets them make smoother choices. Another thing I want to talk about is when we talk about the senses. hearing and seeing. And this is for the parents out there, why it is so important to let the coach do the instruction. Because if the child is only hearing the coach or only seeing the coach, it's going to probably be more positive and it's going to be a smoother choice for them, which increases the probability that they will be successful. If the parents are also coaching from the sidelines, then you're going to have some confusion, whether it's positive or not. It's going to be a little more bumpy on the choice making. They may go ahead and try, but it is decreasing the probability of success, which will lead to increased heart rate, increased anxiety, poor choices, eventually avoidance, and eventually quitting. So I want to thank you very much. The next video, we're going to discuss how all of this and how you parents and you coaches combined can make a child feel worthwhile, feel loved, and therefore increased self-esteem. Thank you.